good morning. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Adele. Now, what allegedly went down with Adele, Yee?
Well, according to Richard Johnson from the New York Daily News, he reported that Adele called off her Caesars Palace weekends with Adele Residency less than a day before the debut show because of issues with her boyfriend, Rich Paul. According to a source, they said there's trouble in paradise. That's why she can't perform. Insiders close to Adele's camp said she's been crying through rehearsals and interrupting them to take phone calls with Rich Paul.
All right, so we're asking, what is the question?
Have you ever let your relationship interfere with business? And I definitely have. There's been times when I just haven't showed up to work and been arguing all day and not been able to function and cancel things all because of situations with my man.
All right. What about you, Charlamagne?
Absolutely not. Me and my wife been together, it'll be 24 years this year? Mm-hmm. No. Because I never had that kind of job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got the kind of job I got to take my ass to work, especially doing radio. That's been my primary source of income for the past, 24 years.
Yeah,
but we've never had that kind of argument or discussion where one of us stay home. If anything, it's like, man, please take your ass out the house.
No,
please carry your ass to work.
I mean, I'm the opposite. I have been. I mean, my journey with my wife has been pretty public. So there was times when the house was effed up, I was effed up. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't think about work. The only thing I could think about was my wife and my family at the time. So
I've seen you in here laid out on the floor.
Absolutely.
During those trying times.
Yeah, when you had to leave early to handle
times I had to leave early,
or
times
not
I didn't
come
in.
in. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I've been there.
I remember I had an intern that would come to work like crying all the time, and I was thinking maybe she should have stayed home.
Yeah, but my situation was very, very serious, and at the point there, I couldn't come to work. I couldn't even think about work. I couldn't think about nothing but my wife and my family. So
and I understand that, though.
I get it, and I understand it.
Because you don't want to leave the house, under those conditions. I never want to leave the house angry. You know what I mean? And I've been like that my whole life.
Or in the middle of a discussion.
Yeah, because something could happen. You might leave the house, get into a car accident, and that's the last thing you don't want that to be the last conversation you've had with your significant other. So,
absolutely.
No, I thank God I've never been in that situation.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
It's DJ. Good morning.
DJ, good morning.
Good morning. All right. I was saying I could never let a relationship business if you're not taking care of it.
Your phone is breaking up, sir.
Yeah, you ain't gonna let your phone make you miss.
Yeah, all I hear is I hate my wife. That's what that's what it sounded like you said.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I was saying I would never let a relationship interfere with my business because if you're not handling your business, who's going to take care of it for you while you're sitting around stressed out over a relationship that's not going to work?
Nah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And sometimes you might lose some of those businesses. I lost a couple during that time, but, I mean, what was more important to me than my family? Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Tay.
Hey, Tay, good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to comment on that Adele situation.
Go ahead, Mama.
Okay, I'm from the Bronx, grew up, born and raised, came down to South Carolina, fell in love with a country boy.
Okay.
My first job was Checkers. They wasn't playing that.
Ooh, they didn't care. You got to come to work.
And I want you to go to work to bring me back them double cheeseburgers and fries.
I called out sick, so I don't even know how they found out, but they fired my butt. We ain't got time for that.
You're right.
True
now
indeed.
That I'm grown and I got a family, it's all about that bag. I'll deal with that situation when I get home.
Have you been to work all upset?
I have been to work upset. I mean, like I said, I'm married now, so of course we're going to have our disagreement. We'll argue about it before we clock in. Once we clock in, we do our shift. We get a break. If we got to continue to reconcile, then we'll continue to reconcile. But I'm on somebody's clock. I can't bring my home problems with me.
Okay.
Thank you. But I would say this, too. If Adele, let's say she was to perform, maybe she wouldn't give 100% because her mind was somewhere else.
And that's the thing, right? Whatever you're going through emotionally or mentally, if you know that it's going to impact your work, that's what you got mental health days for. You know what I mean?
And maybe that was the best thing for her, to push it back. Because like you said, her mental health wasn't right. You don't know how she was going to perform. She wasn't going to give her all. You don't want her to break down. Sometimes you got to give people their space.
That's right, because it's not just about you. It's about the other people in the workplace.
I'm sure what she had to do was stressful. A residency in Vegas, that's already stressful. Then you have that on top of it.
Yeah. Well, 800-585-1051. What are we asking you?
Have you ever compromised your job because of your relationship?
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.